A day after the government and the opposition concluded the make-or-break round of the much-awaited negotiations on countrywide polls, the PTI submitted a letter to the Supreme Court seeking the implementation of the SC's order on holding elections in Punjab on May 14 in letter and spirit, and stated that in spite of the best efforts of parties, no resolution within the constitution was found. Following the third round of talks last night, Finance Minister Ishaq Dar had told reporters that both sides had agreed to hold elections to the National and Provincial Assembly on a single date under the watch of caretaker setups, but it had yet to be decided what that date would be. PTI's Shah Mahmood Qureshi, however, had regretted that no decision could be taken on proposals put forward by his party. PTI, in its report submitted to the Supreme Court, said that the parties agreed not to use the dialogue as a delaying tactic, and the talks have no bearing on the Supreme Court's April 4 judgment until and unless parties arrive at an agreement and such an agreement is implemented. PTI said that it had proposed that the party was willing to hold the elections across the country on the same date if the National Assembly and other remaining provincial assemblies are dissolved by or before May 14, and the elections to the National Assembly as well as all the provincial assemblies be held together in the second week of July. The PTI report went on to say that the government rejected its proposal, and despite the best efforts of the parties, a solution within the constitution could not be reached. The Election Commission of Pakistan filed on Wednesday a petition in the Supreme Court seeking a review of the court's order on holding polls in Punjab on May 14, saying that the verdict lacked regard to the law or the facts, to the constitution, law and previous judgments. In a unanimous judgment on April 4, a three-member bench of the Apex Court led by Chief Justice Umar Ata Bandial had fixed May 14 as a new date for elections to the Punjab Assembly after questioning the electoral body's decision to extend the polls date from April 10 to October 8. In its petition, the ECP said that the superior courts cannot take upon themselves the role of the public body, and the appointing of the date for the election is not the mandate of the superior courts under the constitution. The ECB explained that the conduct of free, just and fair elections in accordance with the law was the sole responsibility of the Commission. It said that the change of the election program was solely the domain of the ECP, adding that the Supreme Court should have exercised judicial restraint instead of appointing the election date itself, and had therefore made the Commission virtually toothless. The Islamabad High Court on Wednesday directed PTI Chairman Imran Khan to appear in court Thursday, allowing him a day's extension after earlier ordering him to appear today. The directive was issued during the hearing of Imran's bail pleas in 9 cases. 2 of the cases were heard by the IC Chief Justice Amir Farooq and 7 by a 2-member division bench comprising Justice Farooq and Justice Mia Gul Hassan Aurangzeb. During the hearings, the IHC expressed displeasure over Imran's persistent absence from the hearings and warned of cancelling his interim bail if he failed to appear before the court tomorrow.